What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. We are down here, and we don't have nothing to talk about. I was talking for a little while about um, hearing that recording of of Sharon telling what's his name that she was going to put a bullet in his head. Listen.
I get a bullet in your motherfucker.
Where's my baby?
You better watch out. I get a bullet in your motherfucker.
Where's my baby?
You even his tone in like where's my baby is I'm gonna fully project my perception of the sound of his voice where he says where's my baby. This baby is a tool that I'm using to control you, to control your daughter, to control everything around here. Where's my baby? I'm trying to tell y'all, even if you are married, give your child your last name. If you want to put him on the birth certificate, that's fine. If you are not married and you don't want that man to have that black man, if you don't want that man to have any say over nothing, do not put his ass on a birth certificate. It's harder for him to have things to say about the child when he's not named as the father. Who are you, nigga? Unless you want a DNA test to prove you the father? Okay, fine, but who? No, I'm not putting you're not getting his last name. If you married, hyphenate your child's last name. Your history and your legacy is just as important as his. It doesn't have shit to do with the paternal line. Your patriarchal programming has you believing, oh, we need to get paternity. No. If you are unmarried, do not give that baby his last name. Do not. Even Elon Musk is one of the richest people in the world. His own fucking son doesn't want his last name. So it doesn't even matter if they have money attached to their name and they have any kind of equity or legacy. The legacy you want is a person of good character, right? That a person, you're not getting this last name. You haven't contributed nothing to society. Nothing. You have left no mark, not even a dent in the world. With nothing that you have contributed nothing. Somebody said Leotis comes from her family. Well, that's fine. Baby Leo, but the last name would not be Jackson. It would be Palmer, bitch. What legacy does this nigga have besides giving you donated some sperm? You an incel. You believe women should be beat. We done read your tweets. You're a violent, degenerate, mongrel banshee. That's what you are. And when animals act wild, the only way to put them down is to put a goddamn in their head. That's it. So bring your ass around here again and tell your musty ass mama she better not say shit to me, because I'm going to cuss her ass out too. Where's my baby? Your baby is over here, but come over here one more time and see, don't you get your balls snipped off and stuffed in your goddamn mouth. I'm gonna make it worse. It's going to be worse than getting a bullet in your head. It's going to be worse than that. So come over here again and see what happens. Talking about where's my baby. Ain't no baby. She better press charges. If Sharon, what's his mother's name? You went and called your mama, motherfucking bitch. Went and called your mama after incoming charge. Keke Palmer's mom says Darius recorded their phone conversation without permission. California is a consent state. Listen, Miss Sharon, you might feel like you embarrassed because you said you wanted to put a MF bullet in his MF head. Girl, listen. Nobody is thinking that you did anything wrong. No, nobody cares. Everybody's like, oh, that's a response you got. You lucky you got just that. So it says, Sharon Palmer is addressing the recorded call of her allegedly threatening to put a bullet in Darius Jackson's head. Darius the terrorist. The video of Palmer threatening to shoot Jackson had recently surfaced after TMZ quickly posted and deleted the footage. Palmer told Radar Online, that the call between her and Jackson was illegally recorded, and the threat captured on video came after instructing Jackson to leave her daughter's residence. She pointed out that California is a consent state and alleges that Jackson is an abuser. He doesn't care about the law. Palmer stated, "I feared for her life," as Jackson allegedly refused to leave Keke Palmer's home. He would have left. He would have left feet first out of the door. He would have left feet first out of the door. I think what happens with women, because we end up caring for the child, that we don't want a body on our hands, right? We don't want a body on our hands. But let me tell you something. If that means protection of your body and a child's body, you lay that nigga down. Lay his ass down. And then pray about it later. Because if they don't care about your person and your body, that's one thing I regret. Take his ass away. If he don't make it to the jailhouse, I don't care what you do to him. He harmed you. He wanted to harm you. He threatened to kill you. He put his hands on you. And now all of a sudden you care about his well-being. F that. F that. I think we get caught up in preserving life of people who don't care about our lives. You put your hands on me, you need to go to jail. I don't give a damn who it is. Brother, father, mother, boyfriend. I don't care who it is. Son. Put your hands on me. You going to jail. I'm calling 911 because you going to jail, bitch.
And I'm going to go to the car and dial 911 because you going to jail, bitch.
That's real. Let me read the comments. I said, somebody tell Sharon we don't care what she said to that violent banshee mongrel. We would have said much worse. Somebody said, lock him up. Somebody said, not him trying to play victim after him knocking her daughter's head between the washer and dryer units. Right. You gonna go run to your mama and say, Miss Keke's mom threatened to put a bullet in her head after you did what, son? Because ain't nobody threatening to put a bullet in nobody's head for no other reason. What did you do? What did you do? Oh, I put my hands on her daughter. Oh, okay, click. Let me tell you something. I have told my sons, let a woman come to me and tell me you didn't put your hands on her. First of all, I'm going to disown you, and then we calling the cops. We calling 911 because you going to jail, bitch. I don't give a fuck who he is. When you mothers out there who excuse your son's behavior after he's violent and harmful to other people, that's a part of the problem. No, you may not have raised him to be like that. He might have learned his behavior from other men. True. But for you to excuse the behavior is absolutely a no. I heard you threaten to put us, there wouldn't been no conversation. You threatened to, listen to me. The only conversation, only text messages you should have left is, hey Sharon, I know what's going on between Keke and Darius. I am so sorry. I'm actually about to call the cops right now too, because I would like for Keke to press charges against him. I'm so sorry he put his hands on your daughter. I am so sorry. That's not how I raised him. So I'm in the process along with you to call the cops so that they can come get him. Yes, that's going to be me. If I told my sons I will disown you. Anything that happens to you, I'll be like, I don't know. You would never, ever, ever be excused. I don't give a damn. The only way you will be excused of putting your hands on somebody is in self-defense. And that's it. And you better be able to prove it with self-defense. Because you better not be putting your hands on nobody. And they better not be putting hands on you. And I tell them, even playfully, don't let no girl slap you. Playfully, none of that. We're not playing those games. We're not playing those games at all. I really hate this for her. My girl did 20 years in Hollywood with no scandals. See what a baby daddy do? She sounds like any mother, tired of an entity that should have never been connected to her daughter in the first place. Right. Love and monogamy allows the average Joes to get close to you. People who should have never been close to you have access to you now. This is why I pray for my kids not to be connected with the wrong people. I bet you anything her mother told her from day one. She looked in his face from the first time. Keke, he's not for you. He's just racking up charges like they said, like a sale on a Black Friday. You hit my child, I'ma do the same shit Keke mama did. This didn't help his case at all. Since the story broke, I've been worried about Keke. I don't know if it's just my overprotective mom, but I pray this narcissist doesn't break that restraining order and hurt her. He's living free as a man. How can you let a woman take care of you, especially if you're able-bodied? He has no excuse to be living free. These men really want to be women. No, these men really want you to just take care of them, and hopefully you follow that program. That's really sad. The whole thing is really sad, but we're not worried about we're not worried about her saying she's gonna put a bullet in your head, girl. Ain't nobody worried about that. Georgia commissioner voted out from her position after body cam footage shows her going off on police officers after a drunk night out. I don't give a F. Let's see.
Video and security video from inside the 404 Sports Bar and Grill to determine what caused Clayton County Commissioner Felicia Franklin to pass out outside the club. Sergeant Stewart says Commissioner Franklin was adamant repeatedly that she did not consume 5 drinks and that she suggested some of the drinks on her bill must have been for other people. He says she did not consume all of at least her first. That's a home run drink, but he can confirm some consumption of other drinks. I didn't even order food. You put everybody on my bill. I don't care who Patty is. You are on my page. A Lake City police report says Morrow EMS requested I follow behind them to the hospital. It says at an intersection, the ambulance stopped. You gotta get it out my face. I don't give a get him out my face. You gotta get him out my face. You gotta get him out my face. Ma'am, you're about to go to jail. I don't give a get him out my face. The commissioner did not go to jail, but to a hospital. Comments on video, if accurate, indicates she'd been ill recently, a sinus infection or bronchitis, and had been on medication, prednisone for one at least. A quick Google search suggested possible side effects of loss of contact with reality, confusion. One site suggested check with your doctor immediately if these side effects occur: aggression, agitation.
Well, that sounds like her. Those were the side effects. Sounds like she was having side effects from her medication. Girl, I hope you're okay, girl. But she lost her job. Officers were called to the scene and she informed them that she only had 1 drink, but didn't know the officers had already been given proof from the bar that she actually had 5. Franklin would later claim that the bar added extra drinks to her tab and that her drink was spiked with a date rape drug. Tests proven that to be a false claim. Videos from inside the bar showed her being served drinks as she danced. She became violent with police who informed her that she was going to jail. If she didn't calm down, her response was, I don't give a F. After the video emerged, Franklin was voted out from her position as vice chair on October 23rd, with Chairman Jeff Turner saying the video spoke for itself. What more can we say? She's sticking to her story of being date raped and says she plans to run for another political office soon. It is believed that the combination of alcohol and her sinus medication could have caused her to act aggressively. So, because she had drinks and it counteracted with the medication that was in her system, she went off. You know what the side effects are. She shouldn't have lost her job. She shouldn't have lost her job. Why did she lose her job? Especially if this was due to a mix of medications. Somebody said Chinese Kitty, girl. Future co-signs Chinese Kitty latest song Hard to Find with Doughboy. Future liking this girl who's, I don't know if she has any talent, have no idea. Chinese Kitty. He just wants to fuck, my dear. That's all. And, you know, he doesn't mind. He likes to have sex without condoms. So if you want to hit a quick lick, fuck Future. This thing with James Wright and what's the girl's name? Chrisean hitting him at Tamar's little get together concert or whatever. The only reason why would Tamar have that girl on stage for no other reason is that they're both from Baltimore. That's the only thing that I can think of. Like, why is this girl around you? Like, why would you bring that element to your environment? You know it's nothing but chaos, confusion. You know it's bottom of the barrel, low vibrating. It's all low vibrating. You're vibrating at one frequency. Here comes a disharmonious tuning fork. There's nothing. She doesn't bring harmony where she goes. She brings disharmony. Why would you bring her there? Why would you bring someone like that with her reputation there, and then she turns around and assaults someone? And why haven't the cops been called? Why haven't charges been filed? I'm filing charges. You don't get to go around in real life and hit people. That man, James Wright, needs to file charges against her. He does. And you can't tell me it wasn't caught on camera, because they film everything else. You're going to tell me that the moment that that Chrisean allegedly hit him, that it's not caught on camera? I would press charges against Chrisean. There's no way. James Wright said he's at the dentist getting his teeth fixed after Chrisean ruined them. This happened for no reason. Another mongrel, another banshee, another person acting like an animal. There's no reasoning, there's no complex thoughts, there's no critical thinking. It's just fight, flight, and fuck. That's all they want to do is fight and fuck. That's it. And that's all fucking animals do. You don't need any type of brain, a large brain capacity to do that. That's why they reside in a low vibration. You literally had like literally musically are in there harmonizing, singing, and you bring this fucking animal in here. You bring this person who has no self-control, who lacks self-control, who y'all all said she was, maybe the baby will change her. She got the baby doing back bends in the Walmart. Something is not right with that girl. She vibrates at a low level, and I also think she's somewhere on the spectrum. Y'all see, what do you mean she's on the spectrum? Exactly what I fucking said. Something ain't right all the way. Something that's not snapping or clicking. She's somewhere on the spectrum, and Blueface is too. And that's all I have to say about that. Combined with their low vibration, it's a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. And she keeps being rewarded for her violent, degenerate behavior. She keeps being rewarded for it. Why should I stop? Same way these niggas act with you women out there. It's the same thing. Why should I stop? You keep rewarding me. You keep giving me attention. Because that's all I want. My reward part of my brain where I'm being rewarded, and that dopamine that comes, it doesn't matter what I'm being rewarded. I'm being rewarded with attention, with posts, for acting like a banshee. Why would I change that? I'm being rewarded. I'm getting my dopamine hit from acting like a animal. You know how when they show like people who have been locked up in a cage for however long, they just start grunting instead of talking? That's what Chrisean and Blueface and all of that whole element, that's what it gives me. Grunting animal, beast, mongrel, banshee, imps. Just a bunch of demonic little entities running around creating chaos. That's all she does. And you would bring her to your show? Shame on you for thinking that you were going to bring a wild animal to a show and release the animal and they not knock somebody's teeth out. It's like that's how like they what's the people's name who used to have them snow tigers in Las Vegas? Oh, I can't remember their names. I'm not the Ringling Brothers. That's another part. Y'all act like circus animals. Y'all come out grunting, ooh, 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 I'm gonna hit you. Ooh, lie again, and then you hit somebody in the face and break their teeth. And then on the end of it, that's why your code of silence, your no snitch, that's how people end up harmed. That's how people end up harmed. That's why the state of the world, you blame victims, but you need to be blaming the actual perpetrator. I saw what's her name on the online talking about you knew who she was when you invited her. I agree. You knew who that monster was when you knew who that agent of chaos was when you invited her. You knew who that villain was when you invited her. Y'all gonna have to understand everybody ain't a superhero. Everybody ain't here to bring peace. There are people on this world who reside at a low vibration in order to cause chaos and confusion. Tory Lanez, that was his mission. When his soul dropped into that little body, his mission was to terrorize. And he's been doing it from the beginning. Look at his story. Chrisean, another one. They're just waiting for a switch to go off, and you out here now terrorizing people. You are on your way to becoming a track star, and now you running through the world terrorizing people, bringing disharmony to people. That's the impact that you're having. You're not having no great impact, but that's their role. That's what they're here for. They're here to create chaos, confusion, disharmony, disorder, madness. That's what they're here for. Somebody says it's hard to believe she would do all of this to him for nothing. You don't understand? An animal attacks a person. Well, what did the person do? What do you mean? They don't have to do anything. It's in the animal's nature to attack whatever they think is a threat. You don't even have to be doing anything. Fight or flight. That's the only mode that they're in. The way that two people told the story sounded like she hit him for no reason. She tried to come in there and say, you guys said I was supposed to perform. Y'all trying to make fun of me. I'm out here looking stupid. Yeah, you are. You dummy. You a dummy. A dummy. A chaotic, confused dummy. Blueface. Blueface, I'm a change. I don't know. I'm a change when I have a baby. I know I'm a change. No, you're not. You wild animal. You're not. It's hard to believe she do. Yes, do it for nothing. There's no reasoning with an animal. There's no reasoning with somebody vibrating that low. They don't even understand what you're saying. All they understand, either are we going to fuck or are we going to fight? That's the only thing they're concerned about. Animals. It takes no brain power to do what they do. None at all. Khloe Kardashian says her sister Kim has a renewed confidence since divorcing Kanye. When the fuck does your confidence kick in, Khloe? When does your confidence kick in? She has a power in herself as opposed to thinking the power was in someone else's hands. When the fuck do you come to those senses too? Neighbors, during an interview with GQ magazine, Khloe Kardashian dished about the differences she noticed in her sister Kim since her divorce from Kanye. Khloe says Kim has a new confidence that isn't given to her by someone else. Not that she wasn't confident before, says Khloe, but it's a different assurance that she has in herself. She knows she can do it on her own. She knows the power that she has within herself as opposed to thinking the power was in someone else's hands. Khloe, shut the fuck up. Can you give yourself the advice? When do you get the fucking confidence, bitch? That's what we're wondering. When does your fucking confidence kick in? He has to what? Move another family across the street or something? What else has to happen to you, girl, before the confidence kicks in. Kim was actually scared to divorce Kanye because of the effects it could have on their children. What's going to have the worst longer lasting effects? A divorce or living with a crazy ass, delusional ass, weirdo ass father? What do you think is going to have long-term effects? The father not being there, the father being there terrorizing everybody. What do you think? Deep down, she wanted her family to stay together. Y'all get on my fucking nerves with this martyr shit. That is toxic. You want to be the martyr. You want to be the bigger person. Oh, I wanted to stay for the family. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Because it's stupid at this point. I'm tired of y'all with this shit. I'm tired of it. Kim says her Christian faith has helped her conquer it all. Girl. Okay, I'm about to go. I don't have nothing nice to say. Let me go to the next story, girl. Shut the fuck up. Girl.
Girl, stop.
Kim Kardashian for GQ Men of the Year issue. She's on the front cover of Men of the Year. Y'all gonna go off? It says Men of the Year. It's a woman on the cover. Let me go to the Jasmine brand. Keke Palmer granted temporary restraining order against boyfriend Darius. Also granted sole custody. Okay, we knew that already. All right, let's go to the Jasmine brand. It says Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco talk taking Viagra, and one of them recalls a woman saying, "Bring that penis back from the first time I saw you." I'm about to go.
Line in. Please say a command.
I'm going to tell you what I said. Bluetooth audio. Let's listen to what he says. I want y'all to hear.
Bluetooth audio. Is that correct?
Yes.
Bluetooth audio.
And listen, when it comes to, and I mean,
that ain't what they make. You do realize that Viagra was a blood pressure medicine,
right? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right by that.
And then they found out it gave a side effect. They're like, oh,
what? Well, I ain't took it in years. It's been 11, 12 years, and most of the time, you know,
I can either confirm nor deny.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about you right now. I'm talking about me.
You take it?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Well,
I might have dabbled once upon a time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Hey, we family, and I can tell you, and the people that's watching, I consider you family because you done subscribe to us, so I'm gonna give it to you raw.
No, don't do that. Ooh, for real, Paul.
I said, one of my comments is, these low-level niggas have no range. All they do is sit around talking about things sex-related, animals. Like, it literally takes no brain capacity to sit around and talk about fucking all day. But this is how they perform masculinity. This is how they perform masculinity. How many women have you taken down with your sword, with your penis, with your pistol? How many girls and women have you been able to take down? How many women did you get over on? This is how they discuss, and you wonder where they learn how to relate to women from each other. They didn't learn that from their parents, unless they stayed in the house where the mother was being mistreated and they saw their father mistreating their mother and their mother not sticking up for themselves. But when they go out into community, when they sit in the barber shops, they listen to how these men, especially that old man that's in the last seat that hasn't been rented out, whose fingers are dry, whose hand is dry right in between here. That old, bitter old man who sits in the last booth telling these niggas a bunch of bullshit about women and how to relate to them. That's all. They sit around and talk like this. That's barbershop talk. And this is how they perform masculinity. How many bitches did you fuck? 17 women in one night in 12 hours. Wasn't that Chad? Not Chad. That was Terrell Owens and Chad. Chad, where's your range? You don't talk about nothing but banging your bodies into other people and fucking. Similar. Banging your body into someone else. That's all you know how to do, like an animal, like literally like a low level, unintelligent animal. There's animals in the animal kingdom smarter than these niggas. All these niggas, these animals out here who don't even have the ability to communicate with words have more intelligence than these niggas sitting on these podcasts, and all they fucking do is talk about how they fuck women. That's all they talk about. That's it. That's the only way. How much money you have and how many women you fuck. But then at the same time, they can't stand a gold digger. Then what do you have the gold for if you don't want anybody digging for it? You have the gold because you want somebody to dig for it. Because you know if you didn't have the gold, nobody would fuck with your ugly ass. And now you want to call these women gold diggers. And all you want to do is fuck them anyway. Like that other conversation. Who was it? Kenyon Martin, Gabriel, what's his name? Gabriel, what's his name? Gilbert Arenas, sitting there talking about all they do is all they talk about, and this is how they perform masculinity. Hold on, I think I saved it. Kenyon Martin Gilbert Arenas. Where is it? I must have didn't save it. Let me look at my comments, because let me see. Where is it? Ooh, I cannot find it. I left a comment on it. I need to start saving stuff I leave comments on, because and then Jidenna, he's down here talking about he's robbed women of their baby making years. Shut your ass up. He talks about what I talk about with y'all all the time, how they take pride in being able to get over on you. I can get you just by agreeing to monogamy. I have no intentions on being monogamous, but I know you fall into a delusional, fantastical world where you want just your frog to be monogamous to you. Yeah, girl, I'll give you monogamy. I have no intention on giving you monogamy. Then when I cheat on you, you've been sold. That's just what men do. So I can cheat on you. I can promise you monogamy, not be monogamous, and you still stay, bitch. I can have a baby on your stupid ass, and your stupid ass will be right there. And it will even get on the World Wide Web in a television broadcast and tell the community that you will take care. I want to take care of the baby that he had with another woman. He stuck his dick in another woman, put your life at risk, and you willing to take care of the baby? Stupid. Every scenario I gave were all different women. Every scenario I gave were all different women being stupid over these men. They love to be able to say they got over on a woman. Listen to him.
If you were creative, I folded you into my artwork. If you were in my artwork, I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I mastered your life. Oh, I was his muse. You mean you were being used? You were being misused. Yes, muse. You were being misused. He was extracting energy from you. He was extracting your creative energy from you. I gave you a house, food, everything you needed. I protected and provided for you. I did what men are supposed to do. You know, I remember different quotes I said, like just like really manipulative things to say, like, no one's gonna love you the way I do. Like, another one, they tell you, I know you better than you know yourself. If a nigga ever says that to you, run the other way in zigzag motions, girl. Run the other way. Come on. I don't know why. Oh, here. I robbed some women of their baby making years, dragging them along. They built me up. Look at me now, and look at them. If you are creative, I folded you into my artwork. If you were in my artwork, I gave you a job. I gave you a job. I mastered your life. I gave you a house, food, everything you needed. I protected and provided for you. I did what men are supposed to do.
They're not supposed to protect and provide for you.
Just like really manipulative thing.
Let's get this straight. Men are not here to protect and provide for you. Not in a patriarchy, sweetheart. Please don't fall into that trap. Do not fall into that trap. That's not what they're supposed to do. Just any man, the most protection and provision you will get is for somebody being close to you, is a father or a brother, but they have to be if they're not related to you or associated to you in any other way, you should not depend on just some random man who is also your oppressor and also your largest threat to protect you.
Say like, no.
That's why the girl with the brick who got hit with the brick, nobody said anything, because men enjoy seeing women being abused and hurt.
No one's gonna love you the way I do. My God, I'm ashamed of it, and that's what makes me angry when I see my brothers do that. We can't do that to the women that have done so much for us to even exist. And I saw myself for the first time. All the things I'm saying now, horror. Bit by bit, I stripped myself of my former self. And I swore that the next relationship that I would get in, I would work as hard at love as I worked in my career. I robbed some women of their...
Shut up, Jidenna. I said, if he's so good at manipulating women, what makes you think how he's showing up in this interview isn't manipulation? I love how black men are coming to the forefront with accountability and showcasing intelligence. Sis, be careful who you date, because he will destroy you and then use you as a testimony in church, right? It's sad men don't stop to reflect until they're pushing 40. Women are not rehabilitation centers for broken men. If you're not ready to love a woman wholeheartedly and unconditionally, let me tell you something. Girl, the only thing you should love unconditionally is a fucking plant. There's none of that. Let go of her so that she can find a man who wants to love her. I'm glad that men are coming to some understanding, but I'm tired. Men have done women so much damage. By the time men make a decision to act right, women are too tired to care. But I'm glad he has some progress in his thinking. Hope he finds the right person as he continues to work on himself. What a classic man. Some rolling eye emoji. Thank God that men in our families and neighborhoods taught us the game early, and some of us women have been immune to that BS early to a point that some of us are cold and don't believe none of that BS. I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing because years and years later, guys who called me cold just mad I didn't fall for their BS as a teen. It's so refreshing to see black men who are doing the work to improve themselves and letting go of destructive behavior. He's been talking to the lady. This is good and all, but those women can't get that time back. He can go on and claim to be sorry, but the fact you knew what you were doing and deliberately continued to do so would never be enough. She said, yep, you get with them thinking y'all building together. Whole time he's scheming. A scheme that Todd set up to come to you with the bullshit. Girl, I'm out of here. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.